Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you guys can join us today, this morning. Boy, oh boy, it's the last week. It's the last week of the year. We're here trading every single day, starting from 9 a.m. And thank you for joining the stream, guys. Hope everyone had an amazing holiday. I know I did. Hope everyone is able to reset their mental capital, emotional capital, so that when we are trading, we're able to focus up and do the best we can to find the best setups possible. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. Let me say good morning to a couple of my pandas here. Good morning, Kellyanne. Welcome back. Wow. The poll right now is even across the board. No one knows what kind of day it's going to be. Kellyanne, I hope you also had an amazing holiday. Kevin Mack, good morning from Louisville, Kentucky. John Curry. Kevin Mack from Louisville. Woo. Hey, let me know what kind of bourbon you like, Kevin Mack. John Curry, good morning and happy holidays from New York. Brandon Jones, good morning from Florida. SW Blaze, good morning. Bernadette, welcome back. Morning, traders. Corsi Zakaria, good morning. Phil W. from Toronto. Let's go, baby. Man, Brandon Jones, SW Blaze, Phil W. Second entry pandas right here. Thank you for your long-term support. Thank you for joining the stream every single day. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Don't you just hate it when you make so much money you actually have to change your screen capture? See what's happening. 1 second here. Alright. Sorry. Things got a little off-centered. Pandas, my pandas. Good morning, good morning. Kevin Mack, Maker's Mark. Wow, you're from Kentucky and you're choosing Maker's Mark? Alright, no judgment here. No judgment here. I figure it'll be like a small batch, whiskey somewhere in a little town in Kentucky. No judgment, no judgment. To each his own. Explode Social. Good morning. Observer. Good morning, welcome back. Stephen Wayner. California. Ralph Gruns from Atlanta. East Coaster here. We're bouncing right off the bottom of yesterday's high. Perfect hit off of it. I'm not going to go long here since we obviously just broke underneath the 20 EMA. and it's a little scary just to go long right here. It's creating a type of trading range though. I'm gonna sit on my pause. Oh, Kelly, how I missed you! How I've missed you. Right now, I'm actually, this is live. This is a PA account. This is a PA account. 300K PA account. Green. Green, good morning, Penny. You already got your bamboo for today. That's true. You know what the thing is? Yesterday, I actually had a red day, and I'm up right now 1900, but still I'm actually I'm basically break even from yesterday. And so even though it looks like I made a lot of money today, I basically broke even. Made a trade overnight, and yeah, it is what it is. Had a rough day yesterday, Pandas. It was just so grindy, and I just I just hate days like this. Like yesterday, just grinded up for hours on end, and actually had a red day yesterday. You know, I had a couple good trades in here. Like I took this H4, my 4 pushes down. Took this H4. Also, yeah, actually, I think I made like a loss yesterday, and I just like didn't have the time to actually to trade, but a couple okay trades here. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I had this spike in channel early on, marked it very early. I think I marked it during stream, this spike in channel. And it was just grinding up here all day, and you know, bad day yesterday. But all good, Pandas. I think I had like 3 losses yesterday, a couple wins. But those 3 losses, you know, typically because when you scalp, the losses are bigger than your gains. And yeah. But up 1900. I took a trade yesterday. I basically last night. Oh, sorry. I took this H4 overnight, and was able to get, you know, about 7 points off this trade, or 6 points. Yeah, 6 points off this trade here. Yeah, I got a pretty good entry for this H4. I saw the H4 pop up, and then I came back with a pretty good entry, and I knew it was gonna bounce off this horizontal line that I'm moving around, because basically it's just the top of this pivot here, and I thought that would act as support. And so the top of this pivot with the H4 setup, I went long, and I was able to get myself about 6 points. Actually 2,000, was it 8 points then? Good entry here. Was able to get a good chunk of it here, and yeah, that was my trade overnight. But yesterday, oh yeah, this is the other H4 I took last night, or yesterday during the trading hours, right here. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about yesterday other than we've had some amazing things happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 out of 8 up legs or traps. 7 out of 8. Absolutely incredible. We got up to 12 here. Last time we got to 17 pushes up before breaking pivot low. And right after that, we made 12 pushes up. Absolutely incredible. 17 pushes up and 12 pushes up. Yesterday was one of those days, very rare kind of day yesterday. It's one of those days like I think happens maybe like, I don't know, 10% of the time. Maybe not even 10% of the time. This is like maybe like a 2%, 3% event that happened yesterday when we just trade above the 20 EMA in such a way where we never break below it until, you know, one time here, and then we push up. But yesterday was it's like one of those days that it's just, you just these are the days that make you say the market can truly do anything. The market can truly do anything it wants. And this is one of those days you're just, wow, incredible. But because of that, I actually, not expecting it to be such a strong trend day, actually had a loss yesterday. But right now, pretty much break even. I'm down maybe a little bit on my performance account overall, but it's all good, pandas. I'm down maybe like $200 from my high on this account, so almost getting there. About $2,500 more until, or $500 more until I can pull out the minimum money. Brandon Jones, 13 long traps on the 5-minute chart. That is absolutely insane. If I go to the 5-minute chart here, yesterday, like on the 5-minute, was absolutely nuts. Like, where is it? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 traps in a row. That's maybe the most traps I've ever seen in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 traps in a row. Boy, oh boy, that was something to behold. I don't think I've ever seen that many traps. And I mean, during the stream I said, at 99% probability we would hit the 20 EMA. And so around this time, I actually start to counter trend here, thinking, okay, we can at least come back to the 20 EMA. And then finally, when it pushes up here, I finally come back to the 20 EMA after 7 traps in a row. And I finally was able to come back and get to my 20 EMA, but I didn't make money on this trade. I just came out break even. And so, this is one of those days. Absolutely incredible. I mean, look at this movement. It's unnatural. This kind of movement, small pullback bull trend, that is just, it's just, oh man. That was 7 traps in a row on the 5-minute chart. Just crazy. But that was a 5-minute chart. Right now, what do we have here? What kind of day do I think it's gonna be? Let me say good morning to a couple more pandas here, before I go into my pre-market. Corsi Zakaria asks, correction day? Perhaps. Green Trader. Yep. Come on, Bamboo. Tactical Productions. What tick chart do you use during the pre-market and after hours when volume is low? Tick chart, actually, I use the same tick charts. I use a 2,000 tick chart, 10,000 tick chart, because regardless of volume, it doesn't really matter. It just takes longer to create the candles. And so for me, the price action looks very similar from the pre-market. The funny thing is, the pre-market looks better than the regular trading hours. The regular trading hours looked like, it kind of felt and looked like, the extended hours. But the extended hours actually looks like regular price action. And that's the thing about the tick charts. In my opinion, you can trade them anytime, and it's very, very similar no matter what, because it's based on the volume. And so the time charts, right, like during the overnight session, even the overnight session was not too bad. It looks regular almost here, just maybe like a slow choppy day. But yeah, on the 5-minute chart, I typically don't like to trade time charts on the overnight session because volume's so slow. It's very volume dependent. And so You need to use a time frame or tick frame that's not volume dependent. And so this is not volume dependent, as in for the price action. It's volume dependent as in to create each candle, but regardless of how long the time takes, it doesn't matter. Actually, you want a time frame that is volume dependent, and so it just takes longer to make these candles, but the price action looks very, the same. So I actually use a 2,000 and 10,000 tick on the overnight sessions. Hope that makes sense. Bo Palm, what's up from Canada? I don't think I've seen Bo Palm's name before. Welcome to the stream if this is your first time joining, or thanks for the chat engagement. Also, Pandas, if you're just rolling in, make sure you scalp that like button. Raw Freeze from the other end of Canada. How do you know what side of Canada he is? Bo Palm and Raw Freeze. You guys are like, your names are kind of opposite. One person has palm trees in his name. One person has freeze in their name. One person is from one end of Canada. The other side of Canada. We just got everyone in this chat. Every person, every kind of panda in the world. Brian Davila. Let's go, baby. Welcome back, Brian Davila. Glad you can join us. Is Trades by Matt. Is he on vacation or something? Brian Davila says he likes the 1,000 tick chart for Globex. That's the overnight session. Kellyanne says, I had a bad week last week. Trading was hard and I busted one of my 300k PA accounts. Kellyanne, I know how that feels. Hey, Pandas, give Kellyanne some love. Give Kellyanne some love here. Let's give thoughts and prayers to Kellyanne. Kellyanne, the beautiful thing is, this is 100% risk-free trading. And so you busting your account, what you lose is time. What you lose is that investment of time and energy. You lose a little money because of the evaluation. You basically have to pay for again if you want another PA account. But I know Kellyanne's in a good spot because we trade on the Discord, and I know she has multiple accounts as well. So she might bust one account, but she has multiple. And so, Kellyanne, hey, thoughts and prayers to you. I know you're gonna come back stronger than ever. In my opinion, you probably maybe traded, you maybe got tilted. I've been tilted before. Traded too large on the 300k account. It's a large account, but because of the threshold being only 7,500, you cannot trade like it's a $300,000 account. I'll just say that right now. You cannot trade it like that. As in, you can't trade your max contract size. If you trade your max contract size, it's like a recipe for disaster. But it's tempting to. I know it is. Brandon DeVille, let's get that whiskey. Let's go, baby. Welcome. Janelle Shiver, welcome. D. Lou, welcome. My Kelly Ann with a second entry. Got her second entry badge. Jeremy Clay from Minnesota, welcome. Cat Cream, thanks for the 50% coupon on my evaluation. Let's get this bamboo. Hey, let's get our bamboo today, Pandas. We're getting our bamboo. Let's go, baby. Let's get that bamboo today. On stream, I'm trading three scalps, one runner. Just feeling a little more confident on stream, and so I'm gonna stick with the 3 scalps, 1 runner. If we trap out here, if we get a 2-legged pullback, I actually probably will take this 2-legged pullback. A, B, C for reversal. see we have a reversal pattern here, but happens above the 20 MA. Very hard to have entered that, in my opinion. And this is a reversal pattern that could reverse the entire day. A, B, C makes just a perfect scalp. You can see with the yellow box, perfect scalp going only 5 ticks, meaning that there's trap traders here and we're coming down. But this happens above the 20 MA, and that's a two-legged pullback, right, on a strong uptrend that actually ends up reversing on you and trapping you out. And this could be a nice reversal here, but in my opinion, very hard to have entered that trade because we're clearly above the 20 MA there. You also have a trap that fails to continue the trend. It actually reverses here. It never goes above. Right, this is the current all-time high. Kellyanne says, I was only trading 5 contracts, but my trading was that bad. It's hard to hear. Hard to hear. Kellyanne, sorry about that. Oh, Kellyanne, I know you're going to replace. I know you're going to get that back. Yes, C asks, can you explain the perfect scalp in a bit more detail? The perfect scalp is explained in the frequently asked questions link in the description. In the description, there's a frequently asked questions link, so please, you can look at that. Kellyanne, is your indicator not working here? Alright, Kellyanne, try that again. Baba Money has you. Baba Money got you. You get the best. I mean, you're talking to the creator of the indicator right here. Kellyanne, try again. Refresh your indicators. You should be good. Kim Tim, what a name. Kim Tim, I am not clear about signal bar and entry bar. Is it dark red or green on a bar? That's a signal bar. If the number is on the bar like this, on the left side of the chart, then that means that's the entry bar, and the bar before it is the signal bar. Man, oh man, oh man. Market just opened, pandas, and we were not able to get our trap here. Let's get our bamboo. What? Oh, we are not sure what's happening here. We got 4 pushes down. We're technically at a bottom of a trading range right now. Technically, according to price action, bottom of a trading range. Thinking about taking a trap here though, pandas. But we shall see. I'm not going to take the second entry long because we're under 20 MA, as you can see. Market is just confused. Hesitating. Teeny bars right now at the open. Right at the open, that's very rare to have teeny bars like that. Just popped up, creating our second entry long. Right, higher, low, second entry long. I may take this trap, pandas. I'm going to try to take this trap here, but I want the bar to finish. I do not want to take outside bar reversal here. Outside bar reversal. Gonna skip it. Don't like outside bar reversals. And that's why, right? That outside bar reversal triggered, the trap triggered, but did not complete a scalp. And it's kind of bouncing back up. And you're kind of sweating now because when it looks like that, it looks like the trap is failing at a support, right? Yesterday's high. You almost want to go long here if it comes back, but currently, in my opinion, we're in a downtrend. And so, hard to say. I want one more push down before going long, right? For a breaker trend to new low. The new low needs to be a two-legged pullback. Confusing inside bar, outside, inside. Inside, outside, inside. Wow. Actually, we got outside, inside, outside, outside, inside. Wow, what a pattern. Market is confused. Pushing up now. See, that's why I hate outside bar reversals, pandas. The outside bar reversal, you already be stopped out right now. Already be stopped out. Still below the 20 MA. Can come back to the top of the trading range here. Just focus on the charts. Sorry, pandas, if you're asking questions. Woo! Another push down. Another trap to the downside. 5 pushes down. I need this reversal here. I'm going long here, pandas, actually. I'm going to go long here if we get a push up. Right, another trap failing. 2 traps failing, essentially. Let's go long here, pandas. Gotta time this perfectly here. This will be an outside bar reversal. Willing to take this, though. 2 failed attempts down. Okay, already scalped out. Let's go, baby. Already scalped out. Gonna let this marinate a little bit here. Might have waited a little too long to marinate. It's coming out. Let's go, baby. Got our bamboo. Also got yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's get our bamboo. I didn't want to marinate too long, that runner, because, yeah, I've been burned before. On stream, I've been burned. But getting our bamboo. By the way, for those who are interested in risk-free trading, that's what we're doing here on the stream with Apex. If you're interested in that, there's a 50% code that's going to last a little bit longer for the evaluation. So hopefully you guys can take advantage of that that risk-free trading. So right now I'm trading a $300,000 account risk-free. As if I lose all this money, I actually really haven't lost any of my personal capital. Sure, I lose the money in the account, you know, because this is actually money gain. I guess you lose that money, but you don't lose you don't lose any of your own personal capital here. I mean, this is my channel right now, and it's a monster right now. This thing is a beast. Multiple failed breakdowns here. Because of that, I need to update this to look like this. Hits that perfectly after that update. Bounces off here, right? And it bounces above. We're thinking we're coming below break of trend or break of channel upwards. You need a break of channel below, right? Market loves symmetry, so if you have a break like this, you want to break below it. 10K chart about to show a lower high setup here. Hard price action in my opinion. Not sure what's happening here. Very confusing. Very confusing. Many little bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overlapping bars. Even though it's going down. Still think we're in a downtrend though. We are hitting the bottom of the trading range. Also yesterday's highs acting as support. Right, this blue line here is yesterday's high. That's it. That's a native indicator on NinjaTrader called OHLC. Almost want to go short here. I almost want to go short here. Terrible signal bar though to go short into, but it's a two-legged pullback, pandas. We have a two-legged pullback here. A, B, C, two-legged pullback, right? Just two legs up, and now this move should be done, and we're trying to go short here. But I would be more enticed to actually take the trap below the 20 MA. This is tricky. This is tricky. It actually looks good for a short right now. Nah, this is the signal bar. I don't like that. Skipping it. This was the signal bar for that short, and I didn't like that. Now we're coming back, no follow through. This trap, not interested. I still think we're in a downtrend, that's why. I still think we're in a downtrend, still below the 20 MA. Right, 20 MA is acting as resistance. It's tricky right now, very tricky. Very tricky price action in my opinion. There's a lot of volume, there's enough volume right now, it's just very tricky price action. Tricky, tricky. Might make an inside bar here. Just so many, like, we're just in this tight range right now. If I were to draw it, it looks something like this, right? Our range currently, very small, very confused, but the market actually has decent volume. Like, these candles are printing very quickly, but it's just printing sideways. If I were to draw my channel, or my trading range, we have a bigger trading range here, but this trading range is the immediate trading range right now. So the trading range indicator can only mark one trading range at a time, so this is why I'm drawing this one manually here. That's what you gotta know. Even if you have the trading range indicator, you have to know how to create trading ranges manually. Very tricky, very tricky. Pushing down again. Pushing down again with the inside bar, not breaking below again. Increasing the chances that this will actually scalp out. But tricky in my opinion. Right now. Still clearly below the 20 MA. That's why I didn't want to go long anywhere here. Because we have the 20 MA blocking it. Hits the bottom. Still doesn't scalp out. Now finally scalps out, pandas. Took a long time, but finally scalps out. Breaking below yesterday's high, breaking below that support. Would this be a failed breakdown? It's hard to say because we're clearly under the 20 MA, and it's clearly acting as resistance right now. The 5-minute actually creates a trap. The 5-minute actually traps out to the downside right here. Terrible, very terrible signal bar to trade into. Traps, you don't care about signal bar as much, but if it's that bad, you're thinking trading range most likely. I almost wanted to go long there for a failed breakdown of this trading range. Almost wanted to go long. The only reason why I don't really want to go long, yeah, that does scalp out, is because that's with trend. This breakout's with trend. And because that breakout's with trend, there's a higher chance for it to actually be successful. But I just set on my pause. And typically on trading range, you want to enter lower high, higher low setups. We're not getting that. Mick Enders asks, well, Kellyanne got a new computer. Let's go, baby. The Asus M16 i9 RTX 3060. Let's go, baby. Make sure you have a lot of RAM on that computer. But that is plenty enough to run NinjaTrader. You can run like 40 charts probably at one time with that computer. Hypothetical asks, have I tried cumulative data delta? I believe Trades by Matt uses cumulative data or delta. I don't. I mean, the point of the stream is to trade in such a way where we use price action, so we don't need indicators. The only indicators I have help with price action. Right? These are price action indicators, right? These aren't indicators like momentum or anything like that. It's just a simple leg counting indicator, right? Or two-legged pullback indicator, telling us when their second entry is using simple color code, right? We have a simple indicator marking trading ranges using price action, nothing else. And so the point of the stream is to have indicator free trading, basically price action trading. But the only indicators I have help me with price action. We actually come almost to the bottom of the channel. We miss it by about half a point. We're going straight up now. Oh boy, pandas. My pandas. This is tricky price action. Very tricky. As you can see, we had insane just overlapping bars, choppiness. We hit yesterday's close and bounced right off of it. Now, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. When I saw that trap trigger on the 5-minute, I just was not sure. And I thought we were seriously still in a downtrend. But now, pattern had played out, right? We have break of trend to new low, right? And the new low is a two-legged pullback. ABC, new low, two-legged pullback. Coming back to the top of the trading range. And you might wonder, buy my money, why is your trading range look so large, right? At the time, it looked like this. And why is your trading range way up here and down here? Why is this trading range so large? I don't believe the trading range is that big. And now when you look at it, you're like, oh, okay, it is that big. The reason why this trading range is still intact is because there was no move large or strong enough for the indicator to consider it a breakout, right? You need to move strong enough outside of the trading range to break the trading range. And so even though this is a strong move, it wasn't strong enough still, and we had all this choppiness showing us that we had from trading range to trading range to trading range. We do have a higher low setup here. I'm not sure if I'm interested in this higher low setup though. I'll most likely come back to the top of the trading range here. Ooh, I missed that. Someone just mentioned Fernando took the two-legged pullback on the 10K, and that is a nice, if I was paying attention, I might have taken that. Higher low. Actually, it's not a higher low. It looks like a higher low because it ended so nicely. ABC, two-legged pullback. Beautiful trade, 2 points. Beautiful trade. If you were paying attention to the 10K chart, I was paying attention to the 5-minute chart, and I actually wasn't looking at the 10K, but that is a nice two-legged pullback off the 10K chart, off of the 20 EMA. Beautiful signal bar, and not only that, it is with trend going up. I completely missed it. That was a good setup on the 10K. Fernando, good looking. Spin Drive asks, what date future is this? It's the March 2022 expiration. Yeah, make sure you guys take advantage of the coupon code. Risk-free trading right now. Trading with, and the thing about the prop firms, for those who never heard about it, basically these prop firms are willing to give you money to trade, and they give you a funded account if you pass an evaluation. And right now I'm trading my funded account, 300,000 funded account. I passed the 300K. I have a couple $300,000 accounts on me right now, active, and so what you can do is you can use a trade copier. The trade copier is actually available on the Apex website as well. The only really downside about Apex is their website really looks like it's made by with Angel Fire. it's like a website you'd make when you were in 7th grade, and just like first time ever making a website. And it does not look nice, I will say that, but I could almost care less of how nice it looks. The customer support is actually amazing over there, and I have no issues so far. And so right now we're working towards getting our first withdrawal, and you can pull out the first $10,000 at 100%, but after that you can pull out 90% of the money, and Apex takes a 10% cut. very tricky. We have a two-legged pullback forming here, and we are done with our downtrend. So if we do get a two-legged pullback here, I wouldn't be too opposed on going long here to try to get to the top of this trading range. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Currently creating a micro double bottom. Good signal bar to go short, but above the 20 EMA. Not interested in that short. Actually looking to go long here to the top of the trading range. Need a good signal bar though. And so once you pass the combine, or I wouldn't even call it a combine, I'll just call it evaluation. I believe combine also, like most prop firms have combines where you have to get a certain amount of money in a certain amount of days. And I think that's a little tricky because that pressures you to trade in a certain way that you probably typically wouldn't trade. You have to trade way more aggressive. But I would call what Apex has more of evaluations, because you don't have a maximum of certain amount of days to trade. You have a minimum amount of days you have to trade. And so they want you to prove yourself to be consistent over time. Big push down. Now I'm not looking to go long. I'm not looking to go long below the 20 MA. Right, slicing in and out of the 20 MA. This trading range could still be valid here, and we can come back to the bottom of this smaller trading range. I mean, this could also be a lower high double top, but you wish it was just a little bit higher. Bounces off the pivot low of this. Right, bounces off the pivot low, makes a double top right there. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, I'll have to take a trap trade. If we get a trap trade here to go short, I'll take it. I'll take it. And I'm gonna try to. I'll probably try to swing that trade. I'll probably swing that. But currently making a micro double top. No entries for us. And we need this to pop above it one tick and then break below. Right now it's a micro double top, so hasn't actually created the second entry long, so we can make the trap. Speedy Boy asks, once you pass the evaluation, do you have to continue to pay the evaluation fee? You do not. Once you pass the evaluation, the only fee you pay is an $80 flat fee. Russell H, yeah. I mean, the only bad thing about a poor looking website is that you're wondering, you know, was this company legit or not? And you know, if you have 100K withdrawable funds, man, oh man, you should probably start withdrawing money. Peter Kukurikas asks, what is the two-legged pullback? Oh, we got a trap, Panda. We got a trap here, Pandas. I'm gonna take this trap. Just enough room to the bottom. We got a trap forming here. It's a perfect scalp trap. Good signal bar. Trap is still in play. Give me my trap. My trap. Makes a perfect scalp up below the 20 MA. Still room to the bottom of the trading range. Starting to look choppy, right? When you got 3 overlapping bars like this, you're not so enticed to keep this trap going, because now you're thinking possible trading range, right? Possible choppiness here. We got 3 overlapping bars. This trap could be sketchy now. Sketchy trap. If we make another lower high here, right? We're making these lower highs here. Makes me feel like we can go lower. Holding. Still in Trap City. No longer interested in this trade. Too many overlapping bars. Even if this trap triggers, I'm just unsure what's going to happen because we have 4 overlapping bars here. And so the idea is if we break below it, we're going to overlap again. You know, we're going to continue to overlap because the market has inertia. So if we start to overlap here, we're going to think it's continue to overlap even if the trap triggers here. And so that's too many bars in like overlapping for me to enter into this trade to go short. Regardless, it makes a scalp upwards. So trap is gone now. Richard Harris, Apex should send you a jacket. You know, I think Apex affiliate link itself is good enough. The fact that they have affiliate link is amazing. Looking. Corsi was long, but he skunked the trade. Oh no. In my opinion, not that bad of a skunk because of overlapping bars. Who knows what could have happened there. Now we're coming back to the top of the trading range. I mean, that was a 2-legged pullback, just sketchy. Right, breaking below the 20 MA like that, now coming up, very tricky in my opinion. Very tricky. Now we're breaking above this pivot. Gonna get rid of it. I'm pretty sure we can get to the top of the trading range here. Wayne Bicknell scalped 27 points on MNQ so far. The micros. Hey, you're well on your way on trading the full size, Wayne. Yeah, Russell H. Hey, bye money's here, and you know, I might be, you know, the scapegoat for you guys. You know, you can see me. You know, if you're wondering if Apex is legit or not, I mean, I'll be doing it for you guys, and so we'll see you on the stream. But with the $300,000 account also comes, even though you have a larger threshold, you also need a larger minimum balance to withdraw money. And minimum withdrawal is the same amount of money as yep, coming to the top of the trading range. You're just wondering, right? Why did the trading range look like this here? It's like, that's a weird trading range. Doesn't look like it's trading range, but price action does not lie, right? We came to the bottom and come back to the top. Trading range does not lie. Price action does not lie. That's what I meant. And so yeah, Speed Bar already answered that question. Once you pass the evaluation on Apex, are you just paying $80 for the live account, or do you need to still pay the sim contract you chose as well? You only pay for the flat fee. You no longer pay for the evaluation. That what you pay for, like, when you start, is the evaluation fee. Like as I was saying, yeah, so you need the minimum balance of the threshold. And so for the 300K account, you need 7,500 minimum to withdraw any money, and you have to draw a minimum of $1,000, and for your first withdrawal you have to trade 30 trading days. And so even when I make the minimum, I still have to make more money. And so that's fine with me, because I probably wouldn't withdraw the moment I can. I'll probably wait a little bit. I'll probably wait at least I want at least $10,000 in this account before I withdraw any money. I'll probably get 10,000, and I'll probably withdraw $1,000, just you know, for myself and for you guys, so you guys can see it, the withdrawal happens, and then we'll start trading from there. Continue trading. Yeah, Wayne Bicknell asked about traps. I believe I explained traps in those videos, and so if you want more information about the two-legged pullback, two-legged pullback is a simple pattern that looks like this: 2 pushes down or 2 pushes up. And so it's a price action pattern, and the reason why we look for this pattern, right, as we have here, 2 pushes down, right, and then we're able to make a scalp, not only a scalp but an entire swing trade up back to the top of the trading range here. And the reason why we look for this pattern is because if you find this in the right context, it's greater than a 90% probability to make 1 point on the emini, right? You have to trade it with trend. You have to trade it on a support. You have to trade it on key areas such as support, resistance levels, channels, trend lines, and you need to find it. And if you find good context, you have greater than 90% probability to make a point. If you want more information about the setup, you can check out the description below. And in the description, there are playlists going over the details of the two-legged pullback, right? How to count legs, right? How to identify second entries, how to identify traps. And so if you're interested in traps, you can check out the playlist. It describes in detail. But first, you need to learn how to count legs. Once you learn how to count legs, then you can learn how to find second entries. Once you learn how to find second entries, you can learn how to find traps, because traps are basically failed second entries. And there are points where we look for failed second entries when we say, oh, that's a bad context for a second entry long, so we're going to trade the opposite of that, and typically that has a strong effect, right? Traps have very strong effects to the market and typically scalp out very quickly. Right? Traps are probably the highest probable trade you can take, but they don't happen as often as two-legged pullbacks. So go ahead and check out the description below. Also, if you want more information about the two-legged pullback indicator, you know, if you don't know how to count legs, or if you want a tool to help you count legs, right? The two-legged pullback indicator just basically identifies every single second entry for us. And so dark green numbers are second entries, and so dark red numbers are also second entry shorts. Magenta boxes are traps. So marks traps for you, marks second entries for you, counts all legs for you. You can also use it for automated trading. You can use it for and if you're interested in automated trading, I have a playlist on my channel that goes over automated trading using the indicator. And so this is a second entry at the top of the trading range. Absolutely incredible. A, B, C, top of the trading range, and makes a point. Putting your room back to the 20 May. And makes a brand new all-time high. We just made a new all-time high right now. Making history, pandas, as we speak. You can go to the official website for more information about the indicators. Also, trading range indicator, marking this trading range beautifully for us before anyone else could. The trading range indicator knew. You can go to the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. There is a link in the description below. Also in the bottom right of your screen. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. But yeah, definitely if you guys are interested in the risk-free trading aspect of this, there's a lot of things going on, right? We have the risk-free trading, we have the two-legged pullback, we have price action trading here, we have the community, we got a lot of things going on in the stream for us. And so if you guys are trading or enjoying the content here and trading with us every single day, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Scalping that like button is the best way to support this channel. I mean, obviously you guys can become pandas and become members, which I will actually be giving perks to soon next week. And so beginning the new year, I'm going to give perks to the pandas. And what I'm going to do is actually in the beginning of the stream, the pre-market analysis, we're going to make that pandas only. And pandas are going to have, they're going to be able to take advantage of pre-market analysis with me. Also, previous day trading, my trades. Also, I'm going to keep my account balance only available, right? I'm going to consider it privileged information to my pandas. And so right now I'm showing my account balance. Right, my account balance, what you see on the top left of your screen is my account balance for my Apex funded account. It was a $300,000 account. I've currently made $5,000 on it, and continue to make money on it. And the thing is, I have a trade copier, so it's going across all my accounts right now, all my trades. So what you see here is a fraction of the money I'm making every day, actually. Well, let's go, baby. That was a lot of information, but yeah, around this time I give out that information. For those who are just rolling, just joining the stream right now, we're clearly above the 20 EMA, bouncing off of it, but we are kind of in a place where we might have some resistance. Right, when we look to the left of the chart, even though this is a strong uptrend, we look to the left of the chart, we can see that we're in a place that we could possibly still be in a trading range here. I almost am tempted to go short here, maybe to the bottom of the trading range, pandas. Like, I might take a 2-point scalp here. I might want to trade this to the bottom of the trading range, actually. Lower high setup here. If I swing this, I would definitely lower the contract sizes. Swing it to the bottom. The reason why I lower the contract sizes when I want to swing trade is because the risk, right? The risk reward is amazing, but the probability is low. And so probability being low makes me want to change my contract sizes a little bit lower and maybe get to the bottom of the trading range here. Who knows? But in my opinion, when you have a strong bounce like this off of a support, right, literally taps, right? I call these a stomps, right? Stomps off of yesterday's close and bounces off of it very definitively. Hard to say. Hard to say. Bouncing off like that. Top of the trading range. Now finding some resistance here. I don't like it how we're clearly above the 20 MA acting as support, or yeah, acting as a support right here to go short against this, but this is a lower high setup. Boy, oh boy. Lower high does trigger here. I typically don't like to take the lower high if it's not a second entry. This is a lower high, but it's not a second entry lower high. It does make a point for you though. It does scalp you out. Just watching this right now. If we make a trap up here, I may go short actually. I'm actually keeping a close eye on the 10K chart because we do have a second entry short happening on top of the trading range. But the 10K chart, right, it gives us kind of a better picture here. The 10K chart is using the 20 EMA as support. But right now we're making an inside bar on the 10K chart. I may go short here just by the 20 EMA, but I don't like it because of the 2000 tick chart has a 20 EMA blocking it. A lot of things happening here. We're trying to use it multiple time frames to confirm what we're doing here, but this trading range is very almost identical to the trading range we see in the 2000 tick chart. Ooh. confusing. You know, when you're clearly above the 20 EMA acting as support here, you're not really trying to go short. But you also have the trading range indicator telling us that we're at the top of the trading range, making a lower high. Yeah, that was a swing trade I'm looking for to go short. Difficult. Little difficult. I'll be interested in taking a short here. Right, break a trend to new high. I'll need a trap trade, but man, man, that swing trade. That's what I was saying. The lower high swing trade. I was thinking about coming back to the bottom of the trading range. Just tricky. It's just tricky for me. Now we're kind of overextended, and I don't know if I want to take this trap. We're too far away from a 20 MA. And also the 10K chart will be hitting the 20 EMA on the 10K chart almost perfectly. Just tap the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. Right, 20 EMA on the 10K chart. That swing trade. I was thinking about it. Really thinking about that swing trade back to the bottom trading range. Really thought about it, but didn't take it, hesitated. It was tricky. It was tricky in my opinion because of the 20 EMA bouncing off this support. Thinking we're in an uptrend, but that break a trend to new high. Lower high setup, trading range. Tricky. But how many points is that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points just in one leg. Absolutely incredible. 9 points on one leg. Can't take this. Can't take this long. We're in a downtrend. Can't take this short because of 10K. 20 MA blocking me. Outside bar reversal as well. It's tricky. Very tricky. A lot of conflicting price action happening right now in my mind. Outside bar reversal. Makes a point a perfect scalp and reverses. That's why I hate outside bar reversals. Very tricky. Very tricky. DX fun fact, panda year is equivalent to 3 human years. So I'm actually 6 years into my trading. Oh boy, that's bad. I wish I was better after 6 years. Hopefully in 6 years I might be like a full-time trader, who knows. Especially with the trade copier, you can actually make a lot of money every day with very little risk. Bottom of the trading range. Don't get too excited here for a downtrend. Right now we are in a downtrend, but don't get too excited. But what we do need is a break of trend to new low. Right? We don't have a break of trend yet. We need to break a trend to new low before to consider going long. But we are hitting the bottom of the trading range. Pandas, like I said, I was thinking maybe swing trade back to the bottom of this trading range, and it is what it is. Trading range indicator acting beautifully. This is one of those days we're just wondering, how does a trading range indicator do it? Top to the bottom. Top to the bottom. Back to the top. Back to the bottom. Trading range indicator. Whew. Tricky. Hey, we're getting a lot of pandas today. Hey. Pandas, my pandas. Let's get the momentum going. Whiskey challenge. Let's go, baby. Pandas, if you guys can get to 300 likes today on the stream, we'll do a whiskey challenge. 300 likes, scalp that like 300 times. We'll pull out some whiskey. AM whiskey. You know, whiskey, you know, bright and early in the morning is, you know, one of the best ways to become a good trader. So pandas, will you help me become a good trader today? Get that whiskey challenge. Let's go, baby. Raja Mani says, I see a delay in your streaming. There is a natural delay on YouTube, about 20 seconds. Oliver Kaiser says, on my phone, can't find you on my computer. Just type in bye-bye money. Hey, it's the last week of trading. What better way to enjoy the last week of trading other than a little whiskey with my pandas? Bottom of the trading range, back to the top, but no entry here, right? No entry, really. You would want a breaker trend to new low. And what we need here is a new low and enter, or we need a higher low setup here. But yeah, I mean the 10K, 20 EMA is acting as support still. 5-minute chart, big up, big down, confusion on the market, but just like a trading range day today, seems like. At least for now. By the way, if you want to know what tick chart I'm using, you can look at the top right of your screen. Yeah, the 10K tick chart is very, very good. I mean, I take scalps off the 10K all the time. Scalps, but also just helps you with general direction. Pandas, my pandas. Let's go, baby. Let's get that 300 likes. No setup here. Potential higher low setup, but it's not a second entry. It's not a second entry long. Pushing down again. Oh, the two-legged pullback, Oliver says. Yeah, I mean www.twoleggedpullback.com. Usama Urfakir says head and shoulders pattern. All right, we got it. It is a head and shoulders pattern, actually. Will I take this head and shoulders pattern? Probably not. It is also a double top, right? Head and shoulders potentially, but the head and shoulders is a little wonky. Head and shoulders. If you're gonna trade a head and shoulders, you gotta trade it like this. Break for the break of this neckline. The neckline is a little confusing, right? Because the neckline could also look like this, right? If you're looking for the neckline here. So we're making another low. So break a trend to new low now. Trying to look for that new low. I'm gonna trade this trading range, pandas. I'm not gonna trade a breakout. I'm gonna trade a fade. I'm gonna fade these breakouts. I'm gonna do them with two scalps, and I'm going to actually scale in here. I'm gonna allow this to make a new low. I'm not gonna take this higher low setup, even though I kind of like it where it's at, right? Bouncing off the bottom of the trading range. But I want a new low here in order to take this reversal. Waiting for that new low setup. DX says knees and toes, the knees and toes pattern. Science Paw says, what is your strat? The strat is a two-legged pullback in key areas. That's the strat. We're using pure price action. So you got to find the right context to trade these two-legged pullbacks. Looking for that new low now, pandas. Getting that new low. Second entry low. Has not created a new low yet. I'm waiting for that new low, pandas. And even if this, man, oh man, I'm gonna go long here now. This is very tempting, very tricky. The setup is decent. Setup is good, but we need a new low. We need a new low. We're making a higher low second entry long. A, B, C, and it's actually a Pikachu trade. I'm gonna sit on my pause here because I want that new low, and we can actually potentially come back to the top of the trading range. That's how crazy these days can be. Right, you can say, "Mate, it's gonna be impossible to get back to the top here," but you'll be surprised on these days that look like this. We'll come back to the top, to the bottom. We can do that, 4 or 5 times. And you continue to do that, you make enough money on each swing. So when you do lose, right, you'll still be profitable. It's a Pikachu trade. I like the Pikachu off the bottom of the trading range back to the top. I really do like that. But I want a new low. I want to wait for my setup. I wouldn't be surprised if this comes back to the top of the trading range, but I want a new low here. I do want a new low. Aaron Korn says, how does an indicator know a trap is coming? If you look at the super signal, right now this is a trap because we have a 2-legged pullback. A, B, C, and it will remain a trap, right? This will be the super signal basically tells you the upcoming leg, what it will be. The upcoming leg we see is a magenta box, which is a trap, and also it shows you it's a light red number or pink number, showing that's the first entry. But if this second entry goes way up here and makes a point, right, this magenta box disappears and no longer a trap. So how does it know it's a trap right now? Because it is a trap. Currently it's a trap unless we make a point on the second entry. Then the magenta box, the color changes to a regular, just a regular entry. Tricky here. I want a new low, pandas. I really want a new low before entering long. There's that new low. Makes a double bottom, making a double bottom. Making a double bottom, go a little lower. It's a trap trade to the downside. Actually makes a new low right there. We are in the territory of reversal now. We can actually go long here. And I might consider going long, and I might scale in one time here. Looking to come back to the top of the trading range. I know it seems unlikely, but that's my trade. I'm going to come back to the top of the trading range here. Trying to make a wedge bottom here. We need a better signal bar than this. This is currently the signal bar. I would like a better signal bar than that, but I may take it on a bad signal bar. But I'm only trading 2 contracts because I'm trying to get back to the top of the trading range here. Almost would like a stronger push down so we can kind of get it over with, right? The failed breakdown. There it is. Getting our wedge now. I'm going to go in with 2 contracts and I will scale in one time to try to trade this failed breakdown. We're going to try to fade this breakdown. That's a strong push down. Strong push up. Terrible signal bar currently. Currently forming a terrible signal bar. I'm going to try to trade this back to the top of the trading range. I know it sounds unlikely, but right now I have a big stop. I'm willing to lose $1,000 in any trade here. We're already scalped out here. I'm going to try to fade this breakdown because of the kind of day that we're having right now. At least we want double this, right, risk. We want double the risk at least. And this is a native tool on NinjaTrader to give you 2 times risk reward here. Want double that risk. Failed breakdown currently. 2-legged pullback on the 10K chart. You can see as well. 2-legged pullback on the 10K chart. I'm gonna try to get double the risk here. Double risk reward. That's what we're looking for. We're swinging 2 contracts here. If I see a weakness here, I might just take my profits here. Kind of getting weak right? Under the 20 MA. I don't like that. I don't like how it's under 20 MA like that. Right? 20 MA can act as resistance. I'm going to give this a chance to make one more leg up, right? Because we made a new low, right? Break a trend, new low. We want a higher low. One more leg up here. Keeping this 2 times risk reward here. 400. Almost want to just take my profits. I got bamboo paws. Almost want to just take my profits right now. I'll let this marinate a little bit. Give it a chance. Give it a chance to make a move. Is this bar finish? We're up 400 on this trade right now. Or like a higher low if I can get it. Keeping the swing trade alive. Think about swing trades, you gotta keep your original risk on the swing trade. That's why it's scary, because you're making all this profit, it can reverse, stop you out still. And you're looking for 2 times your risk reward right now. That's what I'm looking for. For a swing trade. The Patriot made $1,000. Let's go, baby. 5 contracts, 4 points is $1,000. Letting this push up one more time here. Hopefully we can just get out of our swing trade in one quick movement, but most likely it will happen in 2 legs. But we shall see here. I may just want to come out here. I may want to come out at 500. I like my 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $500 gain. I'm actually okay with that. I just like to hold my swing trade to the end. I just would hate if this reversed on me and just stopped me out. Diamond pause, diamond pause. You know what? I don't know how to sell one. Actually, I'm in 2 contracts straight up. I'm not in like one like a one contract ATM. I don't know how to just sell one contract. If there is a way to do that on NinjaTrader, let me know, pandas. That'd be awesome to know that. Sean is something as a swing trade is several days, several weeks, right? How can you have a swing trade that lasts 10 minutes? Surely that's a scalp by any definition. Depends on what time frame you're using, right? If I'm trading intraday charts, it's not necessarily about how many days it takes. It's more about how many bars it takes, right? How many candles. And so I'm an intraday chart. Typically, a scalp happens in 1 candle, but swing trades happens in multiple candles. And if this was a daily chart, that will be multiple days, right? When you're talking about swing trading, it's like equivalent to multiple days. If I told you this is a daily chart, you wouldn't know, right? If I didn't have like all the time frames and above and below it, you really wouldn't know what kind of chart this was. If this was hourly chart, if this was a 5-minute chart, if this was a daily chart, a weekly chart, a yearly chart, you wouldn't be able to really know. And so, just based on what time frame you're using. So I'm being patient here. I'm waiting for that second leg up here, and hopefully we can get a swing trade. I would like it. This is the second leg up, and typically now I would actually start to move this stop loss 1 tick below this pivot low, because the 2 legs have already been made, and so I want either 2 legs or hit my target here, 2 times risk reward. We made 500 on the trade so far. I would like it to make, my 2 times risk reward, of course. That'd be the best outcome of this. We have two legs up now, and so now I'm actually, because of the two-legged pullback, right, pandas? Once you make two-legged moves, the market is done with that move. And so this is why I'm moving my stop loss one tick below the previous pivot low, because this two-legged move could be done. Right? This move upwards could be done because two legs are done already. So I'm protecting myself now. Protecting some profits here. Right, it's only like $100 protection. It's holding this. Oh, my 2 times risk reward here. It'd be nice if we can get it. Some people might do a Walmart trade. It's what we call a Walmart trade, is when we just leave our stop loss to the original and keep our target and just go away and go to Walmart, run some errands, come back and see if you made money, if you lost money. Getting close to our target here, about 1 point away from our target. It's 2 times our risk reward. It's holding it. No reason to let it go, in my opinion. About 2 more ticks. Strong bull bar ending near its high. About 90% chance for this to fill. 90% chance to hit the target, 1 tick away. People might be coming out a little. Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Let's get our bamboo. Trading range indicator. Giving us our 2 times risk reward right there. And you can see people took their profits there. Right? A lot of people took their profits there. That's why it's bouncing right off that 2 times risk reward. Because people, a lot of traders, institutions took that exact same trade. We're trying to enter the same trades the institutions are doing. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's get that bamboo. Ooh, feels good. Feels good. If I had 5 contracts in that trade, that would have been a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points, 5 contracts, pandas. 7 points. So now it made us 2 legs up, right? 2-legged move. A, B, C, but the context is not necessarily the best right here to go short. Good signal bar though. Very good signal bar to go short. Above the 20 MA, bouncing off support. Not really the best place to go short right now, but makes a scalp immediately. Right, and that's right at the 2 times risk reward right there. There's a reason why we're bouncing off right there. Right? There's a reason for every movement in price action. You might not know the reasons, but sometimes we do, right? And the reason why that bounced off right there is exactly we know why. We were all in that trade. Let's go, baby. Don't forget that whiskey challenge. 111 likes. 300 likes for the whiskey challenge. Let's go, baby. Bounce off of it. This could be a trap trade, right? Even though I made more than a point, this could still be considered a trap here because it failed to reverse, right, the market, and now we're going up again. So another push up. So this could be a potential trap for some traders. Some traders might trade this like a trap. I don't like to trade these as traps. Typically, I like to actually be a technical trap, which means that they're trap scalpers, right? They're trap swing traders here, but not trap scalpers. Scalpers are all out. Rick Steinkamp says institutions are 100% not taking profits there. I'll disagree. I honestly, uh, every movement on the emini, right? There is no movement retail traders can do. There's nothing retailers can do to influence the price action. And so the fact that we see that happen there, that is 100% guarantee institutional trading, right? Every trade here that we see is institutional trading. We're coming back up, right? That was a trap here. We're coming back up. Maybe come back to the top of the trading range. But that was institutional. Everything here is institutional involvement. This one, this one bar, institutional involvement, right? This one teeny bar right here, institutional involvement. Everything is institutions. There's nothing. The reason why we know that's because there's nothing retailers can do to influence the market, right? It's like retailers are about 5% of the market, and they are not working they're not working in conjunction together. Institutions have big money, and they're able to actually influence the market. And so any movement created by the E-mini is done by institutions. So when we do see movement like that hitting, bouncing off, institutions took profits there, right? Some institutions probably took the trade way down here. Who knows how they traded this? But all I know is that there was a 2x risk reward here, and it just bounced off perfectly off of it. Now we can continue to go upwards, but this is 100% guarantee institutions took profits there. Right? Anytime we see any pullback. Maydi Aini asks, for Apex, first step, should I have my account and reach a minimum amount? Then I can ask for evaluation? What is the minimum account balance to ask for it? I don't think you quite understand. In order to get a funded account, you open an account with Apex, right? You pay for the evaluation, and once you open a account with Apex, you will have a evaluation. You will trade sim with them, and they have the rhythmic software, which what you guys can see on the top left of the screen, the rhythmic capture, and that's a third-party software for them to know if your trading is legit or not. Spike and channeling right now. Beautiful two-legged pullback on the 10K chart. Coming back to the top of the trading range. I could have held it longer for the top of the trading range. Now, pandas, the question is, are we going to trade it back down to the bottom of the trading range? Who has the panda balls to do that? Who has the cojones to trade from the top of the trading range back to the bottom of the trading range? Science Pod asks, why do you not use a higher high, lower low strat? I guess I kind of do. I use it for my price action analysis. If I see higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows, then I will say, okay, this is downtrend, uptrend, and that informs me on what two-legged pullback I should be waiting for. Right now we saw this break of trend, right, into new low, and that's why I didn't take that Pikachu trade. I wanted that one more low, that one more push down, and then we were able to come and take a nice 2-to-1 risk ratio here, or 1 to 2 risk ratio, risk reward. Coming back to the top of the trading range, almost there, missing it by 1 point, more than 1 point, about 1.5 points. John Q asks, am I a bad trader if it takes 3 months to pass Apex? No, you're not actually. You might be a good trader because of that. By the way, Pandas, there's no setup, so that's why I'm not talking about the charts right now. We're in an uptrend, and so we need a setup to go long, but we don't have one. The next one, I'm going to scalp and try to get a runner. I could have scalped that and ran this entire thing to the top of the trading range, and I would have been maybe a happy camper. What makes you a good trader or a bad trader? Yeah, I think John Q has a good question. If it takes you a long time to pass Apex, does that make you a bad trader? That has nothing to do with you being a bad trader. You being a good or bad trader depends completely, on my opinion, if you have a good system. If the system is good, do you have the mental, psychological character to trade that system? A lot of people, right, this system is actually quite simple, right? The two-legged pullback, the reason why people are drawn to it is because it's a simple system. And when I say simple, I mean it's simple because it's just 2 legs, right? 2 legs, and then you trade the second entry. You find it in the right context, and you're able to get points on the emini. You know, if you're in downtrend or uptrend, trade along with trend, trade along with the trading range, right? Trade whatever the market cycle you're in, and then you're good. But a lot of people don't have the temperament, right? They know what the setup is. They know that when they're counter trend trading, if they continue to do so, right? Like yesterday, you know, I was counter trend trading. I was, and I was using, in my opinion, you know, a strategy that I was highly probable, but I still lost money. And you know, it is what it is. But if you trade in a way where fits your personality, then in my opinion you are in a good place, right? But you got to test that. You know, we're all liars. We all lie to ourselves. We think we're better than we are oftentimes, or we think we're worse than we are oftentimes. And so numbers don't lie. You have to trade, in my opinion, sim. And when you feel confident in sim, then you gotta trade the minis. In my opinion, you gotta trade minis. Once you trade the minis, then and you feel confident in minis, then I think you can trade full size contracts, and that really depends, honestly, on your capital, right, and how much you're willing to lose. I will say, if you the first account you open, you're at like a 95% chance to blow that account. Whatever account you open, no matter how much money it is, probably a 90% chance to blow it. 95% chance to blow it. Boris T asks, hi, you were down 250 yesterday. Today you're plus 2,800. How many trades did you take from yesterday to become positive 2,800? If you rewind in the stream, I discussed my trades that I went over. Why am I up 2,800? Because I went over. I already went over those. Yeah, Nasir Rahimi asks, so you have to pay each month until you pass it. So that's the thing. When you do the evaluation for Apex, you have to continue to pay monthly until you pass the evaluation. And that's the one bad thing about trading very slow or trading too small. If you're trading too small in your account, it'll take you a long time to pass it, which is fine, but you just have to be willing to pay whatever, you know, the evaluation fee is. Once you pass the evaluation, you no longer have to pay the evaluation fee. You pass the evaluation, and then Apex just gives you a funded account, and you pay a flat fee of $85 to pay for data and licensing. But yeah. So again, if you guys are interested, make sure you guys use that coupon, 50% off. Big push down. Could not quite make it to the top of the trading range. A little sketchy, right? We're in the middle of the trading range now. Big push down. Very interesting. Right, spiking channel. Channel broke. Kind of hard to go short here, in my opinion. You're in the middle of the trading range, so still has like gravitational pull to bring it up to the top of the trading range since we hit the bottom of it. But now we're in the lower thirds of it, and we have not hit the top. Very interesting. This is starting to look like a triangle now, but we shall see. Strong bear bar ending near its low with some follow through. Would I trade a breakdown now? I don't know. Unsure. We have this wedge bottom here. It actually makes sense to go long here, but sitting on my pause, I don't like the setup. I don't like where it's at. We're under the 20 MA. Slicing in and out of it. We're in the bottom third of the trading range, but you can only really take advantage of that if you're willing to scale in multiple times. Nasir Rahimi asks, does a coupon work every month or just the first month? It works every month until you pass it. So that's the beautiful thing about the coupon. It's 50% off until you pass. Yeah, Jeffrey Munson, thanks Sir Lancelot. But top right of your screen, you can see the tick frame I'm looking at. So if I switch to 10,000, the 5 minute, or the daily, you can see exactly what time frame I'm on. Boy, oh boy, the daily, man, this is incredible what's happening right now. Absolutely incredible. I would say pretty much this trading range now is no longer valid for daily. Could be wrong, who knows. We created a two-legged pullback, but we're under the 20 MA now. A, B, C. And I don't like it. I don't like where it's at. The signal bar is not the best either. Has a little wick on top of it. We could trap here, but I'm also not interested in a trap. So I'm not going short near the bottom. Wow, I should hit that perfectly. I'm not trying to go short into the bottom of the trading range. Right? When you're in the bottom third of a trading range, you typically don't want to go short. Even though this is a trap trade, very high chance to make a point. I'm going to mark this triangle here, see if it stands. Thinking we're making a triangle now. Decent setup to go short actually. If I saw this any other time, I would actually probably take this short. But because we're in the bottom of the trading range, I'm skipping this trade if it does trigger. Patreon 92, do you know if you can add your indicator and trading range the Apex version of NT? I'm not sure what the Apex version of NT is. If you're talking about if you're licensed with Apex, right? So if you don't have a license with NinjaTrader and you get the Apex evaluation, they give you a free license that you can trade with. With that license, you can use the indicator. And that's a nice thing about Apex as well. In part of that evaluation, you get a free license with and basically quote unquote free data. I mean, you're paying with it in the evaluation fee, but yeah. That's why I didn't take that short, Panos. That's why I didn't take that trap trade. I didn't take it for a reason. This trap is failing. I may go long here actually because we're in the bottom of, we're bouncing off this triangle in my opinion. Come back to the top of the triangle. Outside bar reversal. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. I could come in with a limit order here, but sitting on my pause. Just gonna sit on my pause here. I don't mind missing this trade. Mr. Sleep asks, so with Apex, after passing, you have to pay a fee every month. That is true until you pass it. You have to pay the valuation fee monthly. By the way, Pandas, there's a whiskey challenge for 300 likes, and we definitely have enough people to get there. So Pandas, if you're enjoying the content, scalp that like button. Scalp it. And if you're new to the stream, make sure you guys subscribe so you guys know when I make updates, put up posts, when I stream. I stream here every single day. You know, we're live every day, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Do a little pre-market analysis. I'll take a higher low setup here. Ooh, actually I would. Yeah, that's all good. I'm skipping this trade. I like it actually to go long, but I'm seeing a triangle here right now. Spencer Price says, Panda, thanks for all you do. Just hit 10 days and pass my 50K. Let's go, baby. Hey, Panda, show some love to Spencer. Let's go, baby. Congrats, passing your evaluation, 50K. Sal M, just subscribed. First time here. Let's go, baby. Welcome to the stream. Glad that you can join us. Trade pure price action on the stream every single day. Risk-free trading using Apex funded accounts. Bedtime Stories asks, can you point out the two legs? Sure. Here we go. Easy. With the indicator, dark green numbers are two-legged pullbacks. So this is a second entry here. But if I were to draw it out for you guys, A, B, C, two-legged pullback right there. So this is second entry now, right? This move is done. Now we're bouncing up. Also, A, B, C, another two-legged pullback. Second entry, higher low, second entry with a 2, dark green 2. Right, there's a higher low, second entry. So there's two types of two-legged pullbacks. There's the traditional, standard one, and then you have a variation that looks like this, right? Two-legged pullback where the second leg breaks below the first leg, and then you have another one where the second leg stays above the first leg but still is 2 pushes down and then reverses. So you have two types of two-legged pullbacks. We've got a trap going upwards, skipping that trade. There is enough room to the top of the triangle here, but barely enough room, so I'm skipping that. Got a little more than a point of room buffer. Pandas, we're about halfway there to the whiskey challenge goal. Let's go, baby. I truly do believe if every panda does their part, we can get that whiskey challenge. We can complete that whiskey challenge at 300 likes. I truly do believe it. Hugo O says, what's the difference between a full account versus static? I'm not sure what that means, but if you're talking about the Apex static account, that means it's a static drawdown. Let's go, baby. 151 likes. We are halfway there. We'll stream until how about 11? I think you got some time. 11:05. 11:05. If we can get to 300 likes by 11:05, I'll drink some whiskey for you guys. 11:05. Every panda needs to do their part. As Wayne Bicknell says, he can only scalp at one time. Let's go, baby. Sal M says, any Sierra charts use it? A lot of people use Sierra charts. Sierra charts, Tradeovate. I really wish NinjaTrader went onto a web-based platform. That'd be nice. Jihad Rashid says, just passed Apex Trader funding, 25K evaluation in 2 days. Let's go, baby. Congrats, Jihad. You still need to trade every day for 10 days though. So make sure you trade. You can do one trade. If you do pass it early, I just recommend trading the micros. Trading the micros, go in and out of trades, unless you want to keep trading on micros. Mr. Sleep says, what's the max account size with Apex? Like, could you have 3 times 300K? I believe you can have as many as you want. I have a couple 300K accounts that I'm trading right now, and I have a trade copier that's trading all my trades. So this $2,800 I made today is multiplied throughout all my accounts. And so, you know, it says on the website they have the right to cap the amount of funds or accounts you have, but I have a couple accounts, so I mean, it seems like, I don't know, maybe like they'll cap it at 100 or something. I have no idea, but yeah. They recommend up to 10 times 300K accounts. Wow, 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 wow. 10 300K accounts. Okay, is it 10 the max? Oh, 8 accounts? Okay, I'm not sure how many accounts, but that's pretty incredible. That's a lot of collateral. That's a lot of collateral they're giving you. Yeah, we're just sitting on our paws, no setups here, right? That just got really messy right here. You had like a trap trade, trap failed, reverses. This doesn't go very high, reverses again. Salam says, do you look at the tick? I do not. I do not look at tick. Just watching here, pandas. the market's getting a little choppy now, so not many setups right now. You can only take what the market gives you, and right now we're in this massive trading range. Not massive, but it's about a 15-point trading range, I guess. 1, 2, 3, actually 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-point trading range according to trading range indicator. I really wouldn't be surprised if we just in this trading range for the rest of the day. Creating a pause bar on a daily, just a small breather bar. And if I showed you this chart, it looks like any other chart, to be honest. Arthur Lopez, good morning. For those for the first time joining, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope we see you guys again. Make sure you guys subscribe and join us every single day live, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and we'll trade together as a community using pure price action here. So what about the VIX? I did not use the VIX either. Just pure price action. I believe all you need to know for trading is within every candle here. Bar by bar. Every candle will tell you new information. And right now what the information is telling us is that this is getting choppy. People are buying with limit orders right now. Pandas, my pandas. If you had 10 300K accounts, if you trade only one contract per account, you'd be trading at a minimum of 10 contracts. So if you make like 1 point on one contract, on one account, that's $50 on one account, but with the trade copier, that's $500 trading only one single contract. That's absolutely insane. Imagine if you traded 5 contracts. You're trading 50 contracts per trade. In that sense, you actually will have maybe liquidable questions, like questions on liquidity. Like you may not be filled. You actually might have a hard time being filled at 50. Pandas, my pandas. We got about 5 more minutes. I don't think we're gonna get that. We're not gonna get that 300 like goal. It's all good. I mean, I didn't think you guys could do it anyways, so that's why it's a challenge. If it was easy, it wouldn't be a challenge. So I didn't think you guys could do it anyways. Yeah, if you had if you had 10 300K accounts and you're trading 5 contracts, you can make a very good living off just scalping, making $500 a day on one. Oh, making $500 a day on one account means that you would be making $5,000 a day. Wow, that's about 250 trading days in a year. Yeah, you'd be making like $1 million a year, more than $1 million a year. Absolutely incredible. Making $1 million a year, just making $500 a day per account. Let's go, baby. Vamp Neo, first time on channel. Let's go, baby. Hey, let me know on the chat how you found this channel. Let me know in the chat how you found this channel. If you're new here, I would like to know. That'll help me a lot. You know, you don't have to scalp that like button. I think it'd be nice to know, you know, how you found this channel and, you know, what brought you here. That'll be nice to know. You know, did you hear it from another person? Did it come on your, you know, recommended on your homepage? Did you search something? If you searched something, what did you search? It'd be nice to know those. Phil W. done for the day. Kelly, yeah, you should trade 20 contracts. Lead Steel, the algo showed me your channel, or a recommendation list. Michael Chin brought me here. Let's go, baby. Who's Michael Chin? I don't know who that is. YouTube homepage. YouTube, the homepage recommended list. Gary broke found it by Googling two-legged pullback on Google, huh? Okay. Bedtime stories, follow Trade by Matt. Saw this channel. Do appreciate you guys answering that question. It actually helps me so much. Patriots 92 showed a recommended based off ES searches. Okay. It's a joke. It's a joke, says by a friend. Michael Chin videos. I'm guessing Michael Chin, it might be like one of the recommended lists after Michael Chin. I should just use him as a tag. Dang, Fernando, I found you since the first episode searching for two-legged pullback. You've been here for a long time, Fernando, huh? Long time viewer. Wow, Jeffrey Munson found it by looking two-legged first, got the indicator, then found the channel. Whiz Bang Boom asks, what's a two-legged pullback? It's a price action setup. If you look in the description below, you can see it. Details of the two-legged pullback. Arthur Lopez asks, so you're on every morning? Every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's go, baby. Speedy Boy says, I'm not joking. I was looking for two-legged pullback on YouTube and saw you. You had like 4 videos. Yeah, when I first started, my first video, my most viewed video is how to spot second entries, right? How to find two-legged pullbacks. I made that video using Zoom. I had no idea what I was doing. I made a video using Zoom and the audio quality is just horrendous. Ralph Reese came from Thomas Wade's YouTube page. Interesting. Usually it's the other way around. I recommend Thomas Wade to people. If people are interested in the setup, want more information about it, you know, Thomas Wade has great content as well. I always point people to Thomas Wade. If you want like a good, like production-y, little higher production, you know, community to trade with, Trades by Matt. I'm working on my production here. My production is pretty weak. I'm probably looking into the new year, get better production in terms of my stream and, you know, better layouts, better transitions, better, you know, everything. Jeffrey Munson says, is there a few second delay? Yeah, there's a native delay when it comes to YouTube. So, but if you want to get as close as you can to live, press the live button and watch 2x speed, and then it should be 2x speed until it catches up to real life. If it catches up to real life and it's still in 2x speed, oh boy, let me know, because you're peering into the future. Then we got more important things to do if that's happening. Richard Harris says, you have a sexier voice than Wade. Wade has like an accent, like a European accent. Some people have a hard time understanding some accents, but yeah, 100% American accent right here. Ty Ryan says, I came from the boiler room training. All right. Pandas, my pandas, 189 likes. We were not able to make the 300 like goal. It's all right. You know what? Tomorrow is Whiskey Wednesday, so we have one more chance tomorrow. But pandas, that's for the stream. We're gonna end it right here. Thanks for joining, guys. And if you're new here, do appreciate you guys joining. Hop on tomorrow at 9 a.m. Make sure you guys subscribe. Scalp that like button. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. We got that bamboo today. And hey, one more for my pandas here. Get that bamboo. See you guys bright and early tomorrow. Happy trading. God bless. Bye.